Number one, he's tired of rice. He loves the darts. Darts is cool. We got more darts coming. Hang in there.
But one of the weird things that when you get here is you go into a bathroom and there's a toilet and it has a sprayer on it, but there's no toilet paper. There's no soap in the bathrooms.
Is this weird for you, or do you not feel clean?
Don't feel clean.
I have felt more squeaky clean in the last 3 years than I
Just
have.
with a sprayer?
All of it, yeah.
But
I think the sprayer is shocking we don't have them in the United States for how good I like the sprayer. Actually, I think one of the biggest reasons, there's the number one reason I like the Philippines, is you have a nice squeaky clean bum. It's true. It's squeaky clean down there, actually. In fact, I feel like I've went 50 years with one of the dirtiest butts in anybody after knowing what I know now. Anyway, so or it's worse, right? He makes a good point, because sometimes it's not that. The one that gets me, right? It'll be a big giant bucket of water with a plastic
dipper.
They have a name for it. I'll write it in here.
Tabo, I think.
Yeah. And so that's there, right? Here's the problem, though. How do you pour that into the crack to make sure you're getting there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you dip it, right? You scoop it up, and then you try to dump it back there. What do you do? How do you know? How do you know it's getting down in the right zone? The only way I know is I come in with the other hand on the other side and have to get up in there and kind of, shimmy around and stuff, shimmy and shake. Yeah, here you go. Hold on, Phil. So we're using the plastic thing to wash out our butt, right, from the Musan, and you dip in there and you can't get it to go down to the right place. What do you do with your other hand? You reach back there.
Back in.
Yeah, see? I knew it. That was the thing. So, wash your hands after the use of this product. However, there's some clean butts in the Philippines here for me. I've enjoyed it. All joking aside, I've enjoyed it.
I was at a restaurant the other day, 2 days ago.
I had this happen to me too.
You go into the restroom and
it has none of the above.
Yeah, it has none of the above.
None of the above.
And the toilet doesn't even flush.
Yes.
There's no soap in there. There's no water in there. There's no paper towels.
This happened to me about 5 days into being the Philippines. I've been constipated from my 36 hours of flying here, 5 days in, and I couldn't take a Musan at her mom's province house forever.
Right.
So we go for a little motorcycle ride, right? We go up the Mount Kanaloan, the one that keeps blowing steam off up there. Well, I go up the mountain, all of a sudden I gotta blow off some steam. It hits, right? And lo and behold, the bathroom I get, it's one of these numbers, right? Where it's just a little bowl, a little water. There's no cuppy thing to rinse it out. There's no nothing to do nothing, right? I don't know how to, I can't even put the floor soaking wet, so I can't even put my pants down.
Yeah, you're afraid to touch the floor with
everything's gonna be soaking, so all I can do is take my pants completely off, and it gets better than that. It's not really even a bathroom, it's a little storeroom off to the side of the kitchen, so I can hear them just cooking and frying up everything just like right outside the door there. And but I mean, boom, everything came out. That was good. I didn't know what to do. I remember kind of like makeshifting myself together, limping back home, and then going into her mom's thing where they have the plastic deal, and bringing Fel in there to help me. Just come back in behind me and wash this completely out. These are exciting elements of the Philippines that genuinely happen. So this is a good story. I really kind of like this one. Next.
Oh, I don't know. Well, the traffic.
So hold on. I talked so much through that rudely. I didn't mean to. So overall, you like the thing or you don't like the system here?
I don't. I actually kind of like it. But it was surprising.
It is surprising, right? Yeah. It's a shocker.
You don't expect it.
Very.
Because you go into a bathroom and there's no toilet paper. and you see the sprayer thing.
All right, here we go. I'm just stopping right there. I'm going to throw myself so under the bus. What's happened with me too? I don't just spray it. Now I'm literally I'm doing a fleet enema with this thing. I mean, it's a complete washout. Not just the outside. I mean, we're talking up in there. If I can, just kind of, and I feel so evacuated here, right? It's not just a clean thing. It's genuinely. I'm literally I'm getting more out than I've ever gotten before. Little did I know how much I walked around just backed up. Right? Oh, yeah. And they say that has toxins and crap all in there, in your crap.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I truly say that's a very positive good one. In fact, my arm's hurting. Let's see if I can devise this. This is kind of funny. All right, what else?
Well, the traffic. I mean, you see the traffic on the videos.
I'm trying to loan him my car, right? He won't do it. I'm like, come on. Everybody uses the beast and goes, you know what? I will tell you something about that car. Not only will I not care if anything happens, I'll kind of care, but I won't care. The truth is, philosophically speaking, it won't matter. The thing is, that car is very safe. There is bars all around that thing. You'll be safe. You don't look like a bad guy.
Yeah, but you don't want to hurt someone else either.
Well, then don't drive like a maniac. Just drive nice and careful. I'm only offering. I'm not making you. I'm not making him. I'm just saying. Hey, look, it's a vehicle. If you wanna, not have to use someone else's vehicle and not rely on their driving. How long has it been since you drove a car? Since you've been here, right? For a little while.
A little over a month.
You miss it?
Not that much. I kind of like
I missed it.
I kind of like using the Grab.
Then go to Rojas on the bus. You'll never want to do it again. The whole ride on that bus, you'll be like, man, I should have taken the beast.
Well, I talked to a guy that just came from there.
Okay.
Over here on the bus and then went back the next day.
Wasn't too bad?
And he said it only took 2 hours or 2.5 hours.
Maybe. That's probably about right. It's air conditioned too, right?
Yeah.
Bus is air con. Yeah.
And he said it was fine.
Okay.
But that was him. And he's from the UK, so that's 1 point against him.
He has that accent. No, look, I understand your concern. I really, really do. If you got into some kind of accident, it's going to be your fault no matter what anyway.
Yeah,
so.
and driving downtown is crazy here.
You don't drive downtown here.
Well...
Downtown Rojas has one little strip. You go in it, make one turn to the left, and you're out. It's a little bit crowded through there.
No, but I'm talking about here because we take the Grab like to come out here.
How good of a driver have you been your whole life? Are you been driving since you were 16?
15 and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's one of those. Me too, actually. Oklahoma changed their law for like a short amount of time, and I was lucky enough I got mine at 15. I had a permit.
Yeah,
I had a permit
at 15.
They had lowered it down for some time. And
only for motorcycles, though.
No, they had that for us too. Like it was like 125 cc or less or something. You could be 14 and drive one. That was nuts. Anyway, that's those Oklahomas.
Remember that we had a cc limit.
Oklahoma did on the under 16. It had a cc limit.
There might have been, but I don't know.
Rarely did any kids get that license.
Then.
Yeah.
And I think I couldn't drive at night.
Well, I'm only reiterating the offer. The car is available if you want to take it. It's not a hard driver. I wouldn't offer it to you. For one, Maricar is probably pretty good at navigating. She knows she's got an Apple phone. As long as you plug it in, you just follow it. It redirects. My point is it works all across the Philippines.
Right.
Here, even as you're going out. The only way Philomé gets me around here is because of the Apple GPS.
Right.
So I know she'll be able to get you there. You gotta enjoy it.
Oh yeah. I know we can.
You can show off. She might like the ride in there too. Everyone seems to like the beast.
So yeah.
What are you afraid of? You're gonna hurt it? Hey, if he fucks it up right, I can go get a new one. Duh. Come on, man. Give me a good excuse.
Well, I might take you up on that.
You should. You should. I would. I know me. But then again, part of why I push this, right, is for one, if anything happens, it's on me. I know I was pushing it. Number two, I actually feel like you're going to take it nice and easy. You're going to be fine.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to do anything. You're 70 plus years old. I feel like you're going to be on your best behavior. You've earned my trust. He might have went mudding. And
Right.
you know what I
Got
mean?
stuck somewhere.
Yeah, he might have actually went off-roading and had some fun. With you, I'm pretty sure you won't do that at all.
I don't want to have to walk anywhere.
Honestly, I think you'd enjoy it. Remember in Rojas, they have that big Jesus way up on the hill?
Right.
So you can take Maricar and her up there with the truck. It's like desolate up there. It's easy to drive. It's out in the country. It's literally out in the country. Of course, there are still dogs. There's still kids, and you're in the Philippines, so be very careful. But legally, just so you know, the truck is legal with insurance, is legit. It's me. Your driver's license is good for 90 days coming into the Philippines legitimately.
Right.
But the truth is, it's good for more than that. But the rules are 90 days.
Right.
After 90 days, you're allowed to go get a Philippines one.
Driver's license.
Correct. Yeah. All it is the same card, same information as yours. But the bottom line is you should really give it a try. You may have a different perspective on the Philippines if you actually go drive around out here. If you want.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope he does this, actually. This would be kind of funny. I'd be interested to hear the report when you come back. You know, it's like that wasn't as bad as I thought. It's kind of nice. You finally feel a little free around here, and you'll certainly not feel, like you owe anybody for driving you or anybody for hotels to have to stay.
Right.
You can go just your crew for that time frame. And actually, if you want to borrow for a couple of days, you could go, you can even attempt the Ro-Ro over to whatever. Try it up to Rojas and back, and if you decide you're okay with that, the same way that you go to Rojas, about halfway there is the Demungos ports. So my point in saying this is if you can drive from here to Rojas, you can drive from here to the Demungos ports pretty easy and do the Ro-Ro. That'll be an experience for you. We can give you all the tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people don't know how to fucking do it. That's why it's like scary for people the first time they go.
To take the Ro-Ro?
Yeah, because the Philippines has 1,000,001 things for filling out paperwork, right?
Right, yeah, you have to stop and pay like 5 times.
Correct. Yeah, and you won't know where to go on any of them. It's beautiful. I would love this. I might even have to follow you in a separate car just so I can make a video of watching a new guy go to the Ro-Ro and have to discover what it's like for the millions of spots that you have to pay. But the problem you would have with that trip, just so it's said, is that truck is designed to drive in Bacolod, right? And Bacolod is a motherfucker when it comes to just being crowded and, there's a reason it's got bars wrapped all the way around that thing, and it's because of Bacolod. Everywhere else it'd be great. Like you could go, once you get out of town of Bacolod, it's very easy. In fact, it's only one turn to get out of there, but it'll be crowded on your way to do that. From the ferry to the one turn. The rest of the trip would be pretty much barren and empty.
Huh.
The road through the mountain is windy and dangerous, but you just got to be careful anyway. Any windy mountain stuff is like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what happens on the windy mountain here, right? It'll have passenger Cirrus buses going through the mountains there, right? Very, very, very slow on the windiest turns. And somehow or another, you're going to have to pass them.
Right.
Yeah. Or either that or just take 5.5 hours to go through the mountains, which no one will do. So like every now and then you're like, oh gosh, here we go. You're welcome to do it if you want to try. I'm anxious to hear how that goes if you do.